They always have a good rapport with the people there, and they get supported, and it's wonderful. Oh my gosh, hi everyone. You guys are wonderful. We are chasing right now in Kansas City. So again, nothing tornado warned right now. A couple severe storms to the north and east. We are watching Stephen in traffic, but he's got his new buddy. So Stephen, we're pulling you full screen. You're full screen now. So who is next to you? Who is that adorable creature?
This is Oz, or Ozzy.
Ozzy. Ozzy is so cute. What kind of dog is Ozzy?
Ozzy is a mini Australian Shepherd, and he turned 1 3 days ago.
Yeah.
And he almost
Wait, his
got
birthday was July 8th?
Yeah, 2 days ago. And he almost got his first tornado yesterday in Missouri.
It's so exciting. Does Ozzy like chasing, or is he kind of like, I don't really know?
He is gonna find out. No, I think the rain and thunder doesn't bother him, and the wind and the driving. He loves being in the car. So I think he is.
Oh my God, yeah. He wants to be with you. Dogs want to go with you wherever you go. So like, yeah, he wants to be with you. And I totally understand that, because I'm sure if I were a dog, I'd be the same way. But let's take a look at what we've got. Let's take a look at what we've got going on. I love this. You guys, it's a Friday. We're having fun. It's a blast. Life is amazing. I went on a great hike. If anyone lives in Atlanta, I hiked up Kennesaw Mountain today. It's one of my favorite hikes to do, just because it's not too strenuous. But it gives you, enough of you're hiking practically straight up. You got a couple little areas where you can sort of relax a little bit, where you have flat terrain. But yeah, so one of these days, I've done it once. I'm going to do the Kennesaw Big Mountain and the Little Mountain. I'm going to do the whole trail, so I need to wake up early enough to do that. But we do have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for 10 o'clock Eastern. This is 9 o'clock local time. So again, 10% chance of a tornado. Very small chance of an EF2 or stronger tornado, but there's still a chance. The greater risk is the straight line damaging wind of 60 plus mile per hour, and then also the hail. So it's not significant, but this is basically right along I-70 and north, basically right along I-70 and north. Yesterday, the threat, they were chasing in the Ozarks, and I didn't realize the Ozarks went so far north in the state of Missouri. I just have to say that. So there was some chasing in the Ozarks. We've got another chaser right here, and we've got Stephen right here. But many are actually, they're done for the season. As you know, it's typhoon season, it's hurricane season. We really haven't had much action in the Atlantic Basin so far, but we wouldn't expect that really until we get later into August, and especially September, where we have the peak of hurricane season. We do have some good action right now, but there's also other action. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm going to zoom this out just a little bit so we can see where all the action is and what we're seeing. We have now, this is what we've been watching too. This is where we had a lot of the rain, continuous rain yesterday. We have a flash flood alert, and this is observed catastrophic for this area. So this is southeastern parts of Missouri. You just need to heed this warning and stay away from low-lying areas or any areas that are prone to flooding. You can research that easily on your cell phone. Unlikely, the National Weather Service will give you some more specific information on exactly what is flooding, where you need to stay away from, the roads that are closed, but never attempt to drive over a flooded road, because you don't know how deep that water is, even if you think you do, and you don't know the integrity of the road underneath that water. It could be broken, it could have major issues where you get stuck and you can easily get swept away by fast moving water. So just please heed that flash flood warning for sure. That's been ongoing and something that we've been very concerned with. They've received so much rain over a very short amount of time, I would say 18 to 24 hours. We've had some fun storms going on here. So we just had storms in Atlanta, Georgia. And so now we're going to look at some of the storms that we have across the Southeast. We'll take a quick look at Atlanta really, really quickly. and you can see we had more of like rounds of afternoon showers earlier. We still have some good storms coming here. Special weather statements right around the Covington area, just off to the north of there, Stockbridge, McDonough, and then right around the Monroe area, stretching up near Athens, kind of tracking up along 85 is right here, so actually just south of 85. Anderson, though, you've got a severe storm here, Anderson, South Carolina. Every time I go to see my parents and sister, I drive past Anderson. So we've got some good storms here. Let's look at South Carolina really quickly. I want to take a look at some of those storms. Again, these are some Beasley storms that we've got going on here. So again, we've got the one near Anderson, one just south and east of Greenville. We've got this severe thunderstorm warning. This one, though, we've got this severe thunderstorm warning for 70-mile-per-hour wind. Once we hit that threshold of 70-mile-per-hour wind, it goes to a considerable threat tag. Hail is under an inch, which I like. Still, this could do a little bit of damage. So again, keep that in mind. And it may be very hard to see right now near Ellerbe, Rockingham. My niece, actually, I believe she had a gymnastics meet in Rockingham or right around that area. Great town, great location, but you just need to be careful of that. Again, this line of storms just moved through where my parents live, actually, right around Fort Mill, but Lancaster, you're getting it. We do have a wind report here in Waxhaw. Waxhaw is the cutest town. I've taken my parents there before, actually trees down, so we had a report of a tree down there from some of the straight line wind. So if you ever get a chance to go to Waxhaw, it's a very cute town. Zooming out really quickly, Lumberton, North Carolina got a pretty feisty storm. Let's look at Raleigh, Durham. My sister. We should just bring my sister on. Should we bring Kim on? Should we bring her? We need to bring Kim. I have a sister, my twin sister, onto this stream. I realize this is everyone, you are so great. You're so awesome. I'm going to switch this radar, and I'm going to message Kim and see my sister, my twin sister, Kim, see if she can join us live. Let me get to Raleigh radar. There we are. Some feisty storms coming in that way. Stand by really quickly, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to message my sister and see if she wants to hop in on the live, because the more the merrier. That's what I say. I think the more fun you can have, the more fun life is. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Let's see if she joins us. We're going to copy the link. Let's see, let's text her. Kim, let's see, do this. We're gonna go join us live. All right, Steven, give us an update. How are you doing?
We are in Friday. Well, I was just cruising through Overland Park, which it is a Friday, and it's a little bit of traffic. Everyone is either heading to the lake. So I'm gonna hop on the 435 east and catch up with the storm just to check it out. And then if we're far enough east, I can rip all the way up north to those other storms if we want. So
I like it. Let's do it. I think you should. You know what? I think you should go have some fun. I feel like it's a Friday evening. Everyone should have some fun. And I see your text message, and I'm not quite sure how to do that without not being able to.
Well, just that little X.
You guys,
that little X.
Well, I know how to close that off, but then how do you bring it back? You just bring it back?
Yeah,
just click
yeah.
it? Yeah. Okay, you guys, we're learning. We're learning.
That was a John from Weatherfront request on our live.
It was a John from Weatherfront. We love John. John is amazing. John is an incredible human being. Anybody, oh my God, hi people, hi. Oh my God, let us know how you're winning today and this week. What amazing thing has happened to you? And if something, absolutely amazing hasn't happened to you for some reason, we're going to lift your spirits and make you super happy and excited and all the things, because everything is in your favor. Everything works out. Get Steven. is freezing up just a little bit. All right,
Yeah.
let's take a look at these storms. Let's take a look at them. We got this severe thunderstorm warning for Raleigh, Durham area, 60-mile-per-hour wind gust, 3/4 inch hail. You know what I think we should do, guys? I think we should totally just call my sister and see if she wants to join us live. Hold on. We're ringing. We are ringing. Let's see what she says. Okay, and so we just got a severe thunderstorm warning here. You guys, I drove from Jacksonville, Florida, all the way up to New Jersey for 4th of July. I went down, and then I came back up. Thunderstorm warning, 60-mile-per-hour wind gust, 3/4 inch hail. Kim did not answer, so we're going to call her again because we can just annoy her because she's my sister, and that's okay. But I actually graduated high school from Raleigh. I moved my senior year of high school down from upstate New York. But actually, it was the most amazing thing that ever happened to me because it was so much fun meeting new people. It was absolutely the best. So let's see what else we have going on. We have some active storms here across Pittsburgh, right around New York. We are just going to continue to annoy Kim. We won't phone calling. Let's go to Pittsburgh and see what we have going up there. We will come back down, though, to North Carolina if she calls. But let's go to Pennsylvania. We stayed in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, because storms were a little feisty, and I had a daughter with me, and we wanted to be safe. There were some tornado warnings around. This, I believe, was Sunday night. So when we were driving back up, so we stayed in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to do any sightseeing because I had to catch a flight and I had to bring her back. But you've got some feisty storms. New Philadelphia, I believe this is Akron, Ohio. You've got right here, just some lightning. This is a little bit of a feisty one here. Quite a bit of lightning there, some heavy rain, some more lightning there. But what I want to take a look at is the flash flood warning. So I'm going to look at that. So we have this one that expires in about just over 2 hours. We've got another one. So this is encompassing Pittsburgh. So downtown Pittsburgh area. So just stay away from any rising water at all, the creeks, the streams, anything that typically floods. You just want to stay away of. If and the thing is with this flood warning, damage threat is considerable. So this one is just south of Indiana and west of Indiana. This is in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, or Pennsylvania, I should say, not Pittsburgh. Let me double check the flash flood warning here for Pittsburgh. We're not seeing anything significant there, but this particular one, just south and west of Indiana, Pennsylvania. So just be very careful. With that one, we've got some more storms down around here, Chambersburg. That's where we're seeing some feisty ones earlier in the week, where we had some tornado warnings right around the same area. Altoona, we've got some heavy rain, some thunderstorms there. Nothing too significant, which makes me happy. For Friday evening, I want you to have a safe drive home, or wherever you're planning to be. Maybe you're just relaxing on the couch with a great movie, whatever that may look like to you. But again, it's more calm, but we do have some feisty storms here. I want to look at some of the wind reports right around here, and then we're going to dive south actually to Charleston. So around Charlotte, we had trees down, blocking both lanes of traffic near the town of Red Cross. Let's see, another one here, north side of town, large limbs down on power lines. So again, this powerful kind of storms did move through. I'm going to switch it over to looking at North Carolina really quickly. The Columbia, I think, or actually we might do South Carolina, looking at the different, I know the different radars in Columbia might be closer to that, so we're going to do that. So stand by. Puerto Rico, South Carolina, we're going to do Columbia. So that gives it a little bit more feisty. So you can see this line of storms, all of these storms prompting all of these severe thunderstorm warnings are now pushing east. They're about to move into Raleigh. They're east of Charlotte, but they've actually produced good amount of damage due to these straight line winds. And straight line wind is the biggest thing, tree down and blown transformers. So there's likely power outages in and around downtown Charlotte, trees and power lines down. So again, these storms are pretty significant, which is why we do have these severe thunderstorm warnings on them. And this is not good. This is reported just south of Shelby. People are trapped in 2 homes by down trees, additional trees down throughout the city. So again, this is right along, and I know this stretch of area too. So this is north of Spartanburg, very close to the North Carolina state line here, probably right around exit 90 to 93. I only know because I've driven this drive so many times. I'm going to zoom. Yeah, this is, I was thinking it was in Gaffney. And so Gaffney has an outlet stores there. I've stopped there many times with my daughter into Charlotte. So in Gaffney, very serious damage. People were trapped. So again, a very dangerous situation with these storms. Let's check with Forest City. I want to see this trees down, also a door and some windows on a storefront blown in. If you have a door and windows blown in, that's a big deal. These were some feisty storms that are still powerful. They produce damage, damaging straight line wind gusts, and are continuing to do so. I'm going to switch quickly over to the North Carolina, the Raleigh radar. I want you to see these storms that are coming in. So again, just be aware. Damaging straight line wind is a big concern. I'm going to get a highlight here, 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Let me see with this one, 60 mile per hour wind gusts observed. So that is an observed tag, which means we've recorded it. So you need to just buckle everything. That's a special weather statement for 40 mile per hour wind, quarter size hail. Let's head down to Charleston, and then we're going to check back in with Steve Harvey. But let's quickly go back to South Carolina. Where are we right now? South Carolina. I love South Carolina, by the way, guys. Go to Charleston. Charleston is one of my favorite spots. So we've got public reported a large tree branch down near the entrance of the Northwoods Plaza via social media. Somerville here. We've got emergency manager reported a tree on a vehicle on the 800 block of Miles Jamison Road. So something like the trend that we're seeing are people are trapped by trees on vehicles, just trees are down, power lines down. If you're being impacted at all by any of these storms, I need you to just get into a sturdy structure. And also, I want you to see, we're gonna just dissect this in a minute, but get into a sturdy structure in the lowest level of your home and try to stay away from windows, because there was a report of windows blown in, a door blown in, and multiple trees, large branches. You just want to get inside, get out of your car. Car is not necessarily a safe place. If you've got strong straight line wind that can knock down trees and potentially power lines. And so just get into the lowest level of the building or home that you're in and stay away from the windows, let the storms pass, and let them do their thing. Now, what's interesting is watch this outflow boundary. Look at that outflow boundary. Watch this, and then all these storms developed right along here and then to the south. Look at this. So you watch that outflow boundary. This is over the course of a large amount of time. But look at this. This was yesterday, overnight, and into today. But isn't it fascinating watching like the past basically 24 hours? You saw the outflow boundary from yesterday. Now we're going through today pretty quickly. It's been calm. You've had some popcorn showers already around Somerville, Monk's Corner, and then now you've got another outflow boundary right here. And look at that outflow boundary. You watch that. So this is the one, that's the one from yesterday, but watch this really quickly. I want to show this to you. I'm going to speed up the radar just a bit, so hold on one second. So outflow boundary. And the outflow boundary moves, but watch the storm initiation along it. It's just boop, 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 boop. Everything is just popping up right along it, and it's all training along the same area. So watch some of the heavy lightning. Look at this, just about, I would say, under 2 hours ago, and that's why we do have a flooding concern there, just north of downtown Charleston, where we have some very heavy lightning, and we had some bigger storms. Looking at this, let's see if I can. Yes, we do have that flash flood warning for this reason. This was 2 hours ago. This is in effect for just over 5 more hours. What I want to show you is if we put this into motion. So again, paying very close attention because these storms are training in the same area. So you're watching this, right? And so you've got all the rain just continuing to move. Look at this. This is then an hour, basically a straight hour of just heavy storms rolling over the same location. That one right down in downtown Charleston. You can see that. And continuing. And we've got more on the way for Charleston. So again, we all know that Charleston tends to flood very easily. If you're in Charleston, know someone around Charleston, just tell them there's more storms coming to your north and just off to the west. So just hunker down and stay in a good place, in a safe place, and get to the lowest level of the home or building that you're in. I know, look at the boundary. Wasn't that amazing? When I lived in Orlando, the Atlantic and Gulf breeze boundaries would collide every afternoon like clockwork and pop off apocalyptic storms. Yes. So I lived, you know what the funny thing is? I lived in Orlando from when I was like 6 months old till I was 5. So I don't remember it too much. I just remember it being hot, a lot of bugs, snakes, and then I would go to Disney World a lot. But you would have the breezes setting up, and so yeah, this was likely a sea breeze that was moving on shore, and that typically happens right in the afternoon. You get the differential heating as well, and so you get that breeze, that moving on shore, initiating those thunderstorms, and so that's exactly what's happening there. So that is a fantastic point. But wasn't that cool? Like, you saw it yesterday and you saw it today too. Let's get Brooker live. Steven, you are full screen right now. How is Ozzy? Is he doing okay?
He's doing all right. Ozzy, come here. Up.
Is he in the back?
He's in the back now. Let's see.
Yeah, he's in the back. He's like, I'm not sure what's happening. I'm like,
there he is.
Yeah. Oh. He's like, I feel safer this way.
Yeah. He's taking a little break back there. And we're just going to ride this, honestly, this boundary east and then maybe shoot north. And we're getting closer to those more powerful storms, so it's just a nice day. Actually, in Missouri now.
Oh, you're in Missouri. Yeah, look at it. Look at Ozzy. Look at Ozzy's smile. He's like, yeah, Daddy, I'm right here. He's so cute. Oh my God, does he usually sit behind you?
Yeah, quite a bit. He was testing out the front seat right now, but he usually is. Try to keep him in the back because he does shed quite a bit.
Yeah, and if you guys love dogs, or you have a dog, if you have a dog, let me know what kind of dog or what type of dog you have. I want to see. I want to know. I know, isn't he so adorable? I used to have a German Shepherd Husky mix named Nash, who was my adorable puppy. Very similar looking, somewhat similar to Ozzy, had 2 different colored eyes. But I understand Ozzy's being smart. He's safe. He's like, I'm right behind my dad, my owner. So I am just hanging out, and he's happy.
He is.
Oh my God, they are super cute. Okay, let's switch over. Let's pull in we got full screen. I will hide this. Let's go back to Kansas City. And let's see if there's anything else going on crazy. We can keep calling my sister and annoying her because it's really fun. She's going to be like, what? But yeah, we've got another area we're looking at up there. So we've got, look at, there's Steven right here. We've got Steven, boop, boop. And we got, boop. Let's look at the storms. Let's switch the radar really quickly. We are in Kansas. Well, you're in Missouri. Let's see what we got. I would say Stay on the road. Oh my God, I like having fun. You gotta have fun. Okay, so there's Steven, and you've got a couple of chasers. We're looking at these that, you know what, it's really pretty. I would say northern Missouri is gorgeous. It's like a lot of cute small towns. You got the rolling hills. It's a beautiful, fun area. Let's see, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pop up. Oh, we're getting some rain. We got that whole screen. All right, Steven, you got rain, you got some clouds. What are the clouds looking like? What do you see?
Just some little summer thunderstorms down here, which is good. But
Yeah.
I may just blast through 'em. Everyone's pumping on the brakes. But
It's smart. It's smart. Oh my gosh, we got Kim. Keep talking, Steven.
all right, yeah. So we're just gonna go north. Nothing
Do
too
you want to join us?
intense down here, but still fun. So I'm gonna head probably north, see how far that is. None of the severe thunderstorm warnings have any tornado tags on them, so it is very early. But trying to get out of maybe the city a little bit so that we don't have to deal with all the traffic. And Ozzy is, let's see. Ozzy, how you doing? Come up here. I think he wants to stay in the back today. The tornado from the other day may have scooped him a little bit. It almost dropped in near Clinton, south of Clinton.
No, he's so cute. You guys, I talked to my sister. I talked to my twin. She's going to see if she can join us. She's got big storms heading her way, so she may still be, I'm not sure exactly what she's doing. It's a Friday. I feel like it's 5 o'clock Eastern for her. It's 5:09, which means she should be done with work. She should be, everything should be over, and she should be relaxing and joining us and giving us a live view of what the storms look like. I'm going to tell her that right now. Just click the link. Let's see, click the link and show us the storms. Kim went chasing with us last year. She couldn't stay for all of it. She's been my chase partner probably for 13, 14 years. She's always been my driver. She's an amazing driver in the core of the storms. And actually, Steven knows this because Steven drove behind her. I think you guys drove through 2 to 3 hours of very heavy rain in Kansas.
Yes.
In
Flint Hills.
Eastern and southern Kansas. And then we got down into Oklahoma, and then we finally chased. Oh my God, good afternoon, guys. Hi, Bud. Hi, everyone. We got Bob Pack in the house, Kristen. We've got the whole crew, Erica. A Pittsburgh flash flood upgraded to observed. That's great to know. You guys need to be safe. Pittsburgh is a scary thing. If you have photos of that flooding, let us know. We'll show it on here because, flooding is something that scares me more than anything. Now you're in the sunshine. Don't you love the popcorn showers, the summertime storms? It can be raining over your house and down the street it's not, which I love that. I think it's fascinating. When you study meteorology, you study air parcels, individual air parcels, and I always wonder, what is happening? What's the differential heating there compared to right down the street? What is causing those parcels to rise and, create a thunderstorm where down the street there's nothing? There's a clear sky. It's what's the difference there? And it's micro scale, right? You think about that. It's micro scale, different features, whether it's, cement, it's black, gray, roads that are helping, heat things up because the darker colors heats up things faster. I mean, it can be a variety of different things. So, oh my God, good afternoon. I'm so glad you guys are here. You guys, tell us if you have a dog, give a dog emoji. Tell us what type of dog it is. Also, if you love Ozzy, just say Oz in the chat. I want to see Oz. Oh my God, Oz is so cute. He's I'm camera shy. I just want to hang out behind you. Things are great. Life is great. As long as Ozzy is included, he's happy, which is like my dog when I had Nash. When he ran errands with me and did whatever with me, he was the happiest he could be. Absolutely happy. He was just like, all right. He's like, I'm going with her. I'm not being left alone at home. It's great. Look at the Oz love. We're getting Oz love. Oz love is the best love. We love it. Oh, and we have, I have a cat, not a dog. That's okay. That's okay. You know what, Bud? I do like cats, but I love cats that like to snuggle. I know not all cats like to be cuddly with you. And if a cat doesn't like to be cuddly with you, you're just like, I kind of like, I'm like, give me a cuddly cat. I jumped in on the YouTube side waiting for rain the next few days here in Texas with that big moisture plume moving north. Yes, yes, and yes, Bob, yes. Are you going to be chasing? Bob, what tornadoes did you catch this season? And I like we've got, are these dog emojis? Yes, I like it. This is awesome and exciting. So we're going to, let's actually minimize, I want to see where you are. So in relationship to the storm. So again, why I love Weather Watch, we've got, this is looking north. So he is out, like Stephen is literally between the rain. He was just driving in the rain and he may head a little north and east. These are where the bigger storms are. So we'll see if he can get those just extended, a severe thunderstorm warning. So we'll take a quick look at that. Includes Brunswick and Hale, not sure that town name. 60 mile per hour wind, radar indicated 3/4 inch hail. And again, some farther off to the north, so near like Kirksville. Remember, Kirksville got some big tornadoes like a month ago, literally to the day. There was a big multi-vortex tornado right around Kirksville, Green City, Milan, all of this. I think we drove near Milan. We went, traveled kind of all over the place, but lots of heavy rain right around this area. This is a big, big plume of heavy rain, so just be careful driving because there's a lot of hills going down and up, and we drove in the rain. And it was a little crazy and a little tricky. So just be careful. We've got Stephen right here. The tornado threat was farther down to the south yesterday. Today it's a little farther north. And what I can do, so let's do this. I'm going to look at, we've got different overlays, scenes. I want to look at some, what we have going on. I want to do it outlooks. Let's look at outlooks. So we're going to zoom out. We are on the tornado threat. So this is the tornado threat right here. It's a 2% tornado threat. Very low, but not zero. And I always emphasize that. There have been some pretty significant and even strong tornadoes that have occurred on 2% tornado days. Things can be just right sometimes where you can get big tornadoes on 2% days and no tornadoes on like 15, 30% days. It just all depends on the together, the backed winds, whether there's a boundary, an outflow boundary or a warm front where the storm rides along it, it enhances the vorticity. There's just going to be different features that can come together for tornadoes to happen. So that tornado, that's the big tornado threat across the country today. If we zoom this out, I will zoom this out. So that's where we have in the heart of the country, the tornado threat. The wind threat is focused right around where the tornado threat is, but also we've got some bigger storms off to the south and across southeastern parts of Colorado and extreme southwestern parts of Kansas, the Texas Panhandle. And I think Stephen would agree, chasing storms, I love the Texas Panhandle. They call it Texas Panhandle magic. Colorado, eastern Colorado, western Kansas. It's just beautiful. It's flat. Some really cute towns. Some of the nicest people in the country are there too. So you've got the wind. Even New York City could get some wind. But remember, we were talking about the storms and the damage in the Carolinas, right around Raleigh and stretching for Greenville, South Carolina, but north of there, in Gaffney, north of Spartanburg. Also, we had some flash flooding is a big concern there, right around the Charleston area, where they've seen training of storms, meaning storms moving over the same location, just one after the other. the hail threat kind of a little bit more minimal. Some small area here across the northern plains, the central plains again. Kind of looks like a fish if you ask me. Look at, you've got a fish right here. Doo-doo-doo. Here's a fish. Boop, boop, boop. Let's see if we can make an eye. Smile. Dun, 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 dun. Look, it's a fish. That was fun. But that's the hail threat. I'll show you guys the whole category. So again, there's just kind of, it's July. We're nearing the dog days of summer, the hottest weeks of the year we are currently in. It's going to heat up a lot in Atlanta, but across much of the country as we head into the second full weekend of July. So again, just hit or miss showers and storms, but again, the flooding is a big concern. So we're going to get back to that really, really quickly. We're going to zoom back into where we've got Stephen is riding east along I-70. It's a smart move because he needs to get east fast if he wants to try and catch up to some of those storms and give us some really good views. But we're going to look at the St. Louis radar really quickly, see what we have. I don't think we have much there, but the problem is there was so much training of storms and rain over the same area that there is still a flash flood warning in effect for another 2 hours here. Just under 2 hours. Again, the damage threat is considerable. I'm hoping that likely some of the waterways have gone down a little bit, but again, they've seen significant flooding, has caused significant damage. So just be very careful and avoid this area. If you don't have to be there or drive around, don't stay away. I know it may be tempting to want to see it. Don't. And keep in mind too, this flash flood warning out the Fredericktown. You need to just be careful with this, and also north of here, there may not be catastrophic flooding happening, but there is that potential, especially if it's happening to the south there. So we've got that. We've got a nice little cell here. Let's go to the beach, shall we? Let's see. Let's go to Florida. Let's see if we can go to Panama City, Florida. Who loves the Panhandle of Florida? Tell me what your favorite place is. I've only been to Panama City. I haven't been to really anywhere else in the Panhandle of Florida. So tell me what your favorite spot is. Let's see. We got Jacksonville. We got Miami. We got Melbourne. Was not really going to do it. Don't really have Tallahassee. Let's see if we've got Southern Alabama. That might be good. Yeah, I'm looking at all the different radars right now, trying to find the best one. But there's some St. Augustine, Jacksonville, actually where my family is, or a chunk of it. So let's switch here. Let's see Jacksonville really, really quickly. Let's see if that switches over. We're trying to get that to switch over right now. There we go. So you can see just south here. So actually, my sister lives in the Bay Meadows area right here, right south of Jacksonville. But we've got a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings. This storm right here, looking at this severe thunderstorm warning, 60-mile-per-hour wind, 3/4 inch in diameter hail. That's got a solid hail core in it. Also, this one south and west of Stark, near Hampton. If we put this into motion, again, these storms, you can see like the different outflow boundaries, multiple outflow boundaries, sea breezes. Again, good hail cores with those. So again, nothing too significant, but you just want to take those very seriously. We're going to scan this off right here. Lake City, you got a pretty hefty storm there, very heavy rain. Tallahassee, right around you. I think Tallahassee is Florida's capital, right? Am I wrong with that? What is Florida's state capital? Does anyone know? Last time I was in Florida was for a hurricane. Bob, what hurricane was it? I've only been to Fort Myers. I actually went to Fort Myers once too, I should say that. Bryce and Reed are chasing the typhoon today. Yes, they are chasing the typhoon. I want to know in the chat, would you ever go typhoon chasing? Give me a thumbs up if you'd ever go typhoon chasing. Irma, yes, Irma was a beast. Irma was a big beast. So the typhoon is significant when you think about that. Is a big deal. I would definitely go typhoon chasing. I was just not able to go this time, but if I did go typhoon chasing, I would want to go with either Reed or Jordan or Aaron, just because they have the experience. They know how to work through, maybe not knowing the native language, the culture. They've got that good experience. They know how to get out and get in contact with the right people to get out or get to where they need to too. But I love that you would chase a typhoon. I mean, they are fascinating. Like, it's amazing to me that, hurricanes and even thunderstorms, it's the transfer of energy, right? And so it's the earth trying to reach a constant state of equilibrium, because the sun's rays, the bulge of earth hits the equator. So it's the hottest right around the equator, and then it kind of spreads out to the poles. And so earth is in a constant state of reaching equilibrium, which is kind of one of the many reasons why we have what is called weather, because it's the transfer of energy. So, oh my gosh, look at everyone here. You guys are so fun. Totally geeking out on this Friday evening. This is kind of a last minute sort of, we were going to go live a little bit later, but we decided to go live now because there's storms. When there's storms in your backyard, I actually had a couple storms earlier that were feisty. I was kind of really excited about them. When there's storms, you just want to kind of go out and, enjoy them and look around. We got some big storms here around Enterprise, just off to the north of Enterprise, Dothan, Alabama. Fun fact about that, I almost worked in Dothan, Alabama back in, I think, 2011, 2012. I got offered a job there. I turned it down. But we have trees down here. This is a wind report. Let's look at this one. Trees and power lines down. So again, these have been some feisty storms. And if we go back in time, you can see how they've been bubbling up. I love looking back to seeing, like, this little cell right here had this wind report, which trees were reported down across the northern part of Walton County. So again, it doesn't take a massively large thunderstorm to do a lot of damage. You can have a significant storm that's small and mighty, but very tall and has strong winds in the upper levels of the atmosphere that can be, that can just basically, due to rain-cooled air, be pulled down to the surface. Let's take a look here. We've got some big storms right around Greenville. Look at Raleigh. Head on right here. Let's go to the Raleigh-Durham. We've got North Carolina. Stand by really quickly. See if my sister can join us. I think it'd be fun. She likes to go out and walk and give us a good view, so it'd be fun to just see her go outside and go walking and show us what is happening. So you've got some feisty cells here. It's a broken line of storms. So again, these are broad severe thunderstorm warnings that are out just in advance of these storms. They have a history of producing damage, especially the ones farther down to the south. A lot of wind damage, trees down in and around the Charlotte area and south of there, Gaffney, right south of the state line. Report of people trapped in their homes. 2 different homes had people trapped in them. So again, these severe thunderstorm warnings: 60 mile per hour wind, 3/4 inch in diameter hail. Raleigh, 60 mile per hour wind gusts and 3/4 inch in diameter size hail. Got some feisty storms here. I actually lived on the north side of Raleigh, but Wake Forest getting some heavy rain, just off to the south of Cottrell. Lewisburg, you've got some good heavy rain. Pittsboro, some heavy rain right there. We're going to clear this out just a little bit and look down farther down to the south. These are the storms that produced quite a bit of damage here. I'm going to actually switch over to the Columbia, South Carolina radar, only because it's closer and we can see how feisty these storms are. We can go back and look back when these storms, look at them, this line producing that wind damage. You can see all the things, the reports kind of popping up there. Looking at these storms right here, you can see we've got multiple severe thunderstorm warnings. We're going to click on them. We also have a mesoscale discussion. We're going to do this. And 3/4 inch hail. And again, same for that one as well. We've got some more storms here. We've got that 60 mile per hour wind. That has 3 more minutes. We got a new one. Again, 1-inch size hail in some of these, just south and east of Columbia, South Carolina, which Columbia is a fun town to city if you haven't been there. But looking at Lumberton, I want to look at this moderate wind damage on Fayetteville Road in Lumberton from apparent downburst. Multiple branches broken on trees. Traffic signal at Roberts Avenue and Fayetteville Road without power. Do you want to see if we can see a downburst? Let's see if we can see a downburst. So the closest radar I would say is let's do Wilmington, North Carolina. Let's do this. Let's see if we can look and see the downburst. We're going to dissect this live. So, hold on 1 second. We're going to do this. Wilmington. We can see the outflow boundary here too. All the fun things. I love how Stephen is eating. What are you eating, Stephen?
No, I know why Ozzy was back there. This is empty now.
What is it?
It's
bacon strips?
Bacon strips. He ate them all.
Oh, look at him.
And now he knows he did something wrong, so he's hiding.
Oh, he's so cute. He's happy. He's happy and scared all at the same time. He's just like, I don't know what to do. Oh, look at him. He cowers. When you look back at him, he cowered. He's just like, oh, no. Was it full? Was it completely full?
There was quite a few in there, yeah.
There's quite. Let's pull it full screen. Ozzy, how are we doing, Ozzy?
Ozzy.
You're full screen. Hi, did you eat? He's like, well, maybe. Look at him. He's not. Look at him. He's content, but he's a little scared. Whoops. Okay, we'll let you figure that out. We're gonna let you're off camera. Right. Okay, let's look at this, you guys. I want to look and see. So look at this outflow boundary coming in. Look at this guy. Do you guys see it? I love outflow boundaries so much. I could look at outflow boundaries all day long. Goes it's kind of moving inland. So once that outflow boundary hits those storms off to the north and west, we could see some more development and possibly some strengthening with storms. Hey, but let's zoom in.
Jen,
yeah?
Did you take a look at this small little cell east of me?
Yeah.
As well after this. I'm like pretty close to it, so it's growing, but after that.
Yeah. Okay, let's look really quick. Let's look. Okay, so they think an apparent, so what's great is we're going to zoom in here. We're going to zoom in really good. All right, let's see if we can go. So this happened 5:08 was this report came in. And let's see. That storm was a beast. So look at this storm. Look how, very strong, hefty that storm was. Looking at the reflectivity, I'm not sure if I'm seeing a downburst signal. There could just be heavy wind. Not saying that it didn't happen, look, but there's a pretty intense core right there. So that was a very intense point. And then you got that report right after. So, and it may just be the storm motion. So we'll see. I don't know if I see a signature on it that would indicate downburst. Doesn't mean it didn't happen. It may not be as visible as some others, but it was worth looking at it. And the National Weather Service probably will be going out to Lumberton just to check out the damage, and we'll be also looking back at multiple different radars and seeing if that was in fact true. Okay, so let's go back. We've been going on our fun tour. We've got Columbus, some storms by Brady. Is Brady chasing? What is he doing right now? Brady should be chasing. I'm just going to say that. Let's zoom in here. We're going to go to Kansas City. Missouri.
There's a fun little isolated storm that's been shooting out lots of lightning in Sweet Springs, Missouri.
In Sweet Springs, Missouri, an isolated storm. Are you talking about? Fine, Sweet Springs. I see the Bogard, Carrollton, Norborn, Sweet Springs, near Higgins.
Little
Sweet
baby
Springs.
one, southeast.
Yeah, I see it. I
It
see
looks
the
cool.
baby. I see the baby. There it is. Knob Noster. Okay, let's see. I like looking back in time, you guys. Woo! You guys, look at that. Look at that. Watch this. Dun, 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 dun.
It's
It may, so
if you see my stream too, you can see that cell in real time.
oh, look at it. It's a beauty. It's a beauty. Okay, so you guys, we are looking at this cell right here. What I want to do really quick, zooming out, I mean, these are some big cells to the north. This guy, so there's a 2% tornado threat, you guys. It's not zero. And watching this, so I want you to look at this. What I'd like to pay attention from the south and west. Hold on, let me take that's going to ingest. Right here is going to ingest. So we will see what happens with this storm, because as it lifts north and east, Stephen may get a better and better view where, I mean, let's look at it's unfortunately a little bit of a radar hole, but if you zoom in, there is some rotation there. You know, you can kind of see it. If we're looking at the overarching storm, this is the overarching storm right there. There's a little rotation in there.
Yeah,
so we'll see. We'll see if
on the stream, like it's convecting, kind of like yesterday, where it just shoots up super quick. It's kind of cool.
So look at these outflow boundaries. What's going to happen here in Higgins? Is this going to interact? So what? That's going to be interesting. So you guys, so there's multiple things happening with this storm that could make this interesting. We've got this outflow boundary right here. We've got this right here. It's a little bit more broken of an outflow boundary. It's an outflow boundary, so it's going to ingest that. It's eventually going to likely be impacted by this cool outflow boundary. It could explode, honestly, like south and west or near Marshall. I mean, if this is tracking north and east, this is diving more like south and east. We'll see if they can actually collide, but we could just storm like develop right here. So we'll see if that happens. We are watching closely. It's 5:35 Eastern on a Friday, you guys. How exciting is this? Let's look at your feed. We are live. Look at this. On the open road, we have you live. What I'm going to do is go like this. Boop. And I'm going to, that looks good. Look at you. Anything else you want to like observe or talk about, like what you're seeing right now as Ozzy has a full belly and feels guilty for eating the bacon strips?
You know, it's like kind of like yesterday where there's just nothing, and then I saw that, you know, you see a little storm pop, and then just judging by the way how fast it's shooting up, it's very interesting, and I want to go underneath it.
Yeah, I would want to go underneath it too. So hold on one second. We got a new tornado warning. Where are we? So interesting enough, not where there is. So this can happen, you guys. Not where there is a risk of tornadoes. This is actually outside of that. Mason City, Iowa has a tornado warning, a small, thin tornado warning. So we're going to venture up north there to look at that really quick, and then we're going to move back down south. So let me see. We're going to minimize this. We're minimize. Let's see how I can make this smaller. Cancel off of this. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. We're going to zoom out. Wow, Stephen's getting there fast to that storm. There's a severe thunderstorm watch, too, that's in effect until 9 o'clock local time. Interesting enough, earlier in Des Moines, there was likely a brief funnel here for a few seconds, then disappeared. So that was actually in Pella, southeast of Des Moines, Iowa. But let's go here. So let's see, closest radar I think would be good for this. the Iowa radar really, really quickly and see what we get. Des Moines is too far away, I think. Yeah, Davenport is too, so we're going to go to Minnesota. Let's go to Minnesota, shall we? We're going to venture down south there. We're kind of in a bit of a radar hole. I'm not going to lie, you guys. Let's see. I wish there was something a little bit closer. Duluth is not close. Let's see. We're going to switch over back to Des Moines. See if we can actually see this. So we're going to go. You guys are awesome, by the way, in the chat. Everyone is awesome and wonderful. And we've had like multiple tornado warnings and tornadoes. Like they can be outside of where things are. So you got this little baby storm right here. Double box it. Hard to really tell anything. Radar indicated. So again, I'm gonna look really quickly. I like also looking at my phone too. The closest, La Crosse, Wisconsin. I'm gonna go there. Let's go to Wisconsin. Anybody else been to Wisconsin? I love Wisconsin. If you don't know, Wisconsin is awesome. So there's a tornado warning, and it's very hard to tell. There's looking at multiple different radars here. It's in a radar hole for sure. Mason City, just south of Mason City, Iowa. But yeah, there's a tornado warning, and again, it's in effect for another 21 minutes. Radar indicated. I'm going to see, we've got La Crosse, Wisconsin. It is in the biggest radar hole I think I've ever seen. So it's very hard to see if it is, you know, we've got some rotation or not. I think the best one is the Davenport. So we're going to go back to Iowa because I think that is the best. So stand by, or Des Moines, Iowa. I think that's what I meant to say. Yeah, so we're watching this little cell. It's got a tornado tornado warning north of Thornton. So Thornton, you need to take shelter anywhere south and west of Rockwell, northwest of Sheffield. This is in Iowa, where there really wasn't a risk of tornadoes today. Wasn't really outlined, but we are seeing some rotation, and unfortunately the storm is in a big radar hole, which means that it's hard to tell what's happening at the lower levels at the surface. So the radar beam shoots up at a very slight angle, so the farther you get away from the radar, the higher up in the storm that it scans, the farther you are away, and so the less, like, you don't see what's happening at the lower levels, which can make it hard for the National Weather Service to be able to understand what is happening at those lower levels. So they likely issued this tornado warning because they were seeing some good mid-level rotation in the storm, and there is that potential for it to produce a tornado. So they went ahead and warned it, which is very smart, and I'm glad they did it. It's south of Mason City, so that is a good thing there. We're going to zoom back down here. We've got this big storm. All right, so I'm ready to see what this looks like. We are going to switch over to Missouri, and we are going to... That thing is beastly.
Shit,
all right, you guys.
Bigger.
It's a beast. It's about to move into... So what I'm going to do right here, I'm going to show you guys something. So I'm going to outline the storm right here, right? I like outlining storms. You can see it's rotating. This is a supercell. So the difference between a supercell thunderstorm and a thunderstorm, supercells, thunderstorms have rotation in them. So again, you've got that generalized rotation, but you need more focused rotation for there to be a wall cloud, a funnel cloud, a tornado. So we've got generalized rotation, but it is interesting, the shape of it. So, like, Steven, Ozzy might get his first tornado today, guys. I'm not going to lie.
This might be the day.
What'd you say?
This might be the day. It feels like
This might be the day. So look at this. So you guys, look at how just the overall structure, I'm going to circle it again because this is a pretty good looking. So the fact that
Ozzy feels guilty. He may need a potty break after that Goliath amount of bacon strips. That storm just when severe warned. I am gonna have to stop for gas because I thought we were just doing a local little chase, but now I may end up in Springfield sometime today. yeah, I'm closing in on Sweet Springs, and I'm...
It almost looks like a whale's mouth, but I think you're muted. I
No.
can unmute you. Actually, I can unmute
There we
you
go.
here.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm just heading towards Sweet Springs. I only have 47 miles left in my tank, so is a tornado imminent? That hook is starting to get pretty good. But yeah, it is lowering is starting to show up to the southeast a little bit.
I'm gonna look at my phone while we're watching this here really quick. This is
Yeah.
on the screen. You're not on the screen. I'm not on the screen.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this really quickly because I want to make sure. I would say if there's something on the side of the road. Let's see.
I'm trying to see if I can. It is a pretty looking storm for sure.
It's a classic looking supercell.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna do a super fast, few gallons in Sweet Springs, and then blast south straight through the core to get into the hook. Darker storms I've seen in the summer times, and then the convection, obviously you can see it in the screen. Stuff is moving in the atmosphere right now.
You can see on the right hand side, the left hand, and also the right hand side, look how big and the heavy rains in that storm. That is beastly. I'm gonna have you hold the chat for 60 seconds, okay, Steven? Just talk for 60 seconds.
Just talk. Yeah. Yeah. So, what was it? Yesterday, we went down to Missouri with the same kind of situation. A nice looking cloud that shot up and almost dropped a tornado. It may have earlier. Did not expect a chase. Same thing's happening today. This is looking really good. Usually, when you're ready to chase, you fill up your tank and you never let it go close to empty. But, we're gonna work with it. And I'm only about 4 minutes from this gas station, and then I will blast south right into the hook so that we can get a visual. I actually like chasing this way because you can get into the exact perfect spot going through that tail section. We did the exact same thing yesterday, but I think we're gonna get into rain pretty soon here. Yeah, this is looking really, really dark and awesome. And then to my north, there's another lowering that looks interesting. I don't know if that's that other storm, but this does feel and look like tornado weather. So I would not be surprised. I was not expecting to see a tornado, and Ozzy was not either. We were thinking of doing the podcast straight from the office, but when the chase is this close to home and you are a chaser, you will probably 100% of the time always get in your car and drive. So I have 3 minutes till this gas station. I have to fill up really quick. And let me take a look at the radar. Yeah, the thing is, okay, that tail's exploding into another storm or something. So yeah, just got to get prepared. I don't want to have only 40 miles when I chase this in my tank, so I will fill up a little more, and then we'll go pretty hard into this thing. And Jen lied. She said 60 seconds, and now it has been quite a few minutes. But yeah, I have, no, the storm's very pretty. Oh yeah, you can all see it. Yeah, it's very dark. Look at 60 seconds, Jen. 60 seconds. station in like 1 minute just to fill up a few gallons so I don't get stuck under a tornado.
That's the most important thing. We need to be as smart as you can. The last thing you need to do is travel low on gas because you never know, like, when you're on a lot of times chasing, you're on these either gravel roads, remote farm roads where the closest gas station can be really far away. So you want to, you never want to get really kind of take
Big CGs. Big CGs starting to fire out.
You're getting close. This is
Yeah.
still full screen, so you're not on camera.
Yeah.
So look at this, and then close it really quick.
Yeah.
And it's actually, kind of shaky too. So he's getting close. Look at, so this is one of the things that I actually look really closely on. Look at the lightning strikes out ahead, like on 70 and one little one there in Sweet Springs. So, I mean, these are two beastly storms now. This was the original one that kind of developed, and then you've got the secondary one. So we go back. So watch this. I love looking back. You guys know I love doing this. So this is like hardcore right over Houstonia, and then it's got a good hill for this one. Still has a good hill for, and then this tail, this secondary one has developed. So let's do this really quick. I'm gonna look at the rotation, and so there is a little rotation. So looking at the two, I've got a both circle right here, so you can kind of tell the difference. There's some rotation there, a little rotation here. I know we just did radar update, so things are moved a little bit. They don't make sense because the main radar updated here, the velocity should update here in a second. But you can see there is rotation. There's rotation going over Houstonia right now, but it
I think scares me more than anything because it's completely unpredictable. Like a hurricane, you can track for days, even over a week. Storms, you can watch them develop, and tornadoes, if you're paying attention to it. Lightning, like within 2 seconds.
So this line is about to kind of all come together. I'm trying to decide if I drop south and stay south of it or go straight east through.
All right, so you guys, this is the moment. This is the moment. What does Steven do? The crazy outflow boundary here. All right, we're looking back in time. So like we were talking about, it's the tail is there. The bigger storm is kind of morphed, and it's figuring itself out. So it's merging. We also mentioned that these storms are merging up here. So it's all merging into this line. And we've got an updated, so with it flashing, that severe thunderstorm warning, we'll take a look at that. But then there's merger here. I wonder if there's more storms, like if anything's going to happen to the south and west of you where there isn't a storm, if it interacts with that outflow boundary. But looking at it,
I can drop south. South,
yeah,
and
I think
then go east.
Yeah, you can drop south because by the time, if you drop south on whatever, go through Sweet Springs, you'll probably miss the worst of the storm. You're going to get easily south and can go E2. But looking really quick at this, still radar indicated 60-mile-per-hour wind and hail.
It is
So
dumping rain in front of me.
yeah. All right, so we need to view Steven's camera. That's what we need to do. Is Ozzy going to see his first tornado? We don't know. That's interesting. Let's see something really quick.
That, like, northern.
You guys see what's happening with that latest little... Look at this. Look at this. I want to see. I just want to circle this right here. There's some rotation there, and then there's also, like, some more convection now. It's all, like, getting squished together. So we'll see what happens, Steven. Let's look at... There you are. Look at Steven driving south. Steven.
Yes.
I like it. This is the town of, wait, where is it again?
Sweet Springs.
Sweet Springs. No Casey's in Utah either. I know, it's devastating. What gas station do you have in Utah? By the way, I want to visit Utah. Utah seems like such a beautiful, like so many state parks. I have friends, a couple actually meteorologist friends at the Weather Channel that love Utah and fly out there. I think they used to live there, but they hike. They still fly out there and hike because it's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely awesome. You guys, I'm drinking my, I need to get a sponsorship, my Remedy 20 grams of protein matcha fuel protein drink. Yeah, I have a very quick. So we're doing all the fun things right now. We're making things happen. We're making magic happen. We're watching Steven. So let's do this. We are going to close it out really quickly.
Ozzy's having a little bit of the Casey's pizza crust.
He's having pizza crust? Where is he? Oh, where is he? We are full screen. You can help. He's like, oh, hi. Hi. Bacon strips and did he poop? Did he poop, Steven?
He did not poop.
He's like, I want more, Jetty. Oh, look at him.
So gentle.
He is so gentle.
All right.
That was really sweet. That was impressive. You guys, I have a bunny, and I was feeding my bunny earlier today, like a couple treats, and it just like attacked. It was like, raw. I'm like, storm chasing bunny.
You can see the rain bands.
A lot of Mavericks. That's interesting. All right, so we're gonna remove you from being completely full screen. No, well, you're going to be on there. It's just going to be back to the normal layout. Okay, so we need to look. All right.
The rain bands.
What is going to happen? Things are merging. Look how close it is. Look how close the boundary is. Hold on. The boundary here. The boundary here. New, like, things are happening here.
Yeah, Jen, the rain bands are, like, right in front of me right now. FYI.
Yeah, they are.
Like,
Watch.
On the stream, it looks pretty dope.
Do you guys see Steven right there? He's here. And then look at on the stream. Right in front of him. So we're watching live. He's diving south. And this is what he's seeing right here. A nice solid lightning strike that just happened.
The rotation's like right above. I can see it.
You can see it. All right, let's do this, guys. Zoom out a little bit. Let's see. All right, so not quite a strong rotation as before. That doesn't mean things can't change. That was about 21 minutes ago. There's still a little rotation here and there, so we'll see what happens. Steven is, he's driving perfectly. He's missing the worst of the storm.
Here, I'll try to show on my camera.
Yeah, he's going to get south. And then we'll see if there's any development farther off to the west, or if like things kind of tighten up elsewhere. But let's we're getting this view. Look at that. Look at that storm. That's a powerful summertime winter storm. Severe storm. I call it a winter storm, you guys. It's happening. It's a Friday. There's a lot going on. That's a powerful severe storm right there. And look at great
I was
because
thinking of going down this road and getting close if there's an exit. This-
I almost think you should get south, keep going south and make a go then east on, so let's zoom in.
I was
Not
trying-
on, I mean, you can get into the core if you want to. If you don't want to, keep going south until,
It is like heading northeast a little bit. The rotation's further south though.
yeah, it is heading
Although
northeast just a
I
little bit.
may lose cell if I go in there, or Starlink, so I'll turn around.
No, I mean, you can. Like, it is going to move pretty quickly, so,
Because it's
maybe that is the route.
Yeah, it's
keep going.
stair steps south a little bit.
Yeah, you can keep going that way. You
Oh,
can go that
it's
way. If
starting
we
to
lose you,
flash flood though a little bit. That's probably why.
let's see.
That's probably why everyone turned around.
On the road that you're in right now? Oh, yeah, look at you.
I'll probably.
That's a small road.
Well, let's see.
All right, you guys, let's venture with Steven. Steven is basically almost in between St. Louis and Kansas City, but closer to Kansas City, just east of Columbia. He
Cool.
is chasing a severe thunderstorm, supercell. Had some stronger rotation in it earlier. Now it still has some rotation. Another cell kind of developed to the south and west of the initial supercell that had beautiful shape. But there's an outflow boundary now coming in, merging with another boundary. These storms now are merging with the northern storms. There's a lot of interactions happening, and sometimes we just don't know how the atmosphere is going to react. So, we'll see. How do you feel about? Because there's been a lot of heavy rain in where you're driving.
Yeah, it's starting to flash flood a bit.
Yeah, we just the biggest thing is, I see it on either side. You're watching him live right now. Is that not water right there?
No. Here, I'm gonna go across and then see.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's all water. Yeah, it's pretty deep. Pretty deep. We're gonna turn around. Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah. So the smart thing to do sometimes is, it's just sometimes not worth it. Let's see. There he goes. So let's do this. Minimize them really quickly. You guys are so awesome. They've just seen so many big storms. So let's see what's going to happen off here. I'm looking to the south and west right now. So we've got the merger. Still, like, we've got, like, we're watching,
Yeah.
like this wavy outflow boundary. We've got a couple, like, things, like, right here. They're all kind of colliding. Then watching over here for these storms, like, these are all, like, Marshall, you're getting covered right now. So this is all merging. Like the original storm, that has expanded into the northern cells. But this southern one, there's potential for this time there to produce, because now that's the most southern point. Stephen is, if this is going to produce, Stephen is right there and he's going to see it. So we will see there is some rotation there. It's hard to depict how tight it is. So let's do this really quick. I'm going to look. He's really in a radar hole, unfortunately. There's, from northern Missouri, so it's going to be hard to see, but he could be the one that calls into the National Weather Service and is like, there's a tornado on the ground. There's definitely more of like a hook feature trying to, it just actually ingested a little baby cell, which may cause it to tighten up and hook around. So we will see what happens with that. I always pay attention to that. Especially when any storm interacts with or ingests something. See what it actually does. So yeah, and then you got the outflow boundary farther off to the west too. So again, a lot of things going on, a lot of interactions. I was just looking on my phone. Sometimes I looking closer at that. So we will see what happens. You've got a fellow chaser buddy. I don't know who this is, Mr. Brukers, coming in behind you. Coming in hot. But yeah, you're gonna ride. You got the perfect. If you head down, and then just go straight to whatever road this is. I'm trying to find past Higgins. You don't want to go make a left on Higgins Road. You want the next big roadway, and then you just can follow it along. I guess Higgins will take you to Hostonia, but there could be flooding. I guess actually that can take you east too.
Yeah,
maybe you do go on Higgins.
Well, Weatherfront, like that's going to be a it's not going to be paved. So.
Oh, that's right, Weatherfront. Okay, yeah, explain it from Weatherfront. Tell everyone.
Yeah, the yellow lines, very brief, like weak yellow lines are more paved roads, and then the white ones that are skinny are the usually unpaved or like a lot smaller, so they're partly paved or gravel. And it's always nice to just stay on paved if you can.
So we will recommend Stephen passes Higgins. He's going to see Higgins Road coming up. He's going to stair step a little bit farther down here. He's going to go boop, 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 boop.
And that previous road that I was on, see, it's full of dirt and flooded.
Yeah, and you do not want to be. I've seen one too many storm chasers get stuck on a muddy road. I've had good friends get stuck on muddy roads, and the storm chaser in the panhandle of Texas, I think it was about 2.5-3 weeks ago. One of the smartest things you can do as a storm chaser is have boards, like just the size of a tire, in your car that you can put underneath your tire, and it can help you get out of it if you're stuck in the mud or a muddy situation, because you just never know what could happen. And the integrity of roads, they just got themselves completely stuck. Luckily, they weren't in a bad situation. They were on a tornadic storm or a tornado warning storm, but it luckily didn't produce. So that is a good thing. But yeah, so we're watching Stephen get to the south and east of this. Let's take a quick look. I want to widen out and kind of get a better idea, and we can all get a good idea of, the overall what's kind of happened here with these storms. I'm going to go back. I love going back in time. Dun, 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 dun. So things are more isolated here. This is about 5:45, and we knew there was going to be a merger. Things have kind of merged and shifted a little bit. And you've got still with this outflow boundary right here merging with some stuff over here. So we'll see what happens there. So let's do this. So again, there's some bigger storms. Marshall storm is big, but this one now, the one that developed, this is the one storm to be on. Look at Steven. Steven's going for it. Steven's almost about to make that left and gonna kind of stair step and just see what he can see. Let me get his view. Boom, boom, boom. Here we are. He's making the left right now. We're watching lives. Cornfields. Is it corn?
It is not corn yet.
What is it?
It is. Oh, yes, there are corn on the right.
Yeah, so you know what that means. You're going to have the dew points.
Corn sweat.
The moisture. Yeah, you're going to get the corn. The moisture is going to be, there's going to be better moisture there, which like we were talking about earlier, that's going to help increase the instability over that area. Increase the scale. So yeah, that is going to be fascinating. We're watching you live, Stephen, passing a car. He's doing so very safely.
It was lines that allowed me to do it, but
I know.
see, a paved road allows you to catch up with the storm very quickly. Obviously, going the speed limit.
Yes, he is going the speed limit. He's driving very safely. I always like to let people know that are on the stream what we can see them doing, just so they're fully aware. But Stephen's very, very safe. He knows what is going on. And so he is catching up very quickly to this storm. And so it's going to be, and I'm actually going to look on my phone so we can keep this full screen. Potentially if there's any rotation in it, there is still time for this storm to rotate and potentially produce a tornado. We will see what happens. I'm kind of doing some analysis on my phone right now. There are some areas of rotation. We will see. We will see if Ozzy gets his first tornado ever. And if anyone's thinking about it and looking, there's a bunch of tornado warnings near Saskatoon in Canada. That's where the chasing is this time of year, Canada. So one of these days, you guys have never been chasing in Canada before, so one of these days I'm actually going to chase in Canada. Usually, so in the summertime, the jet stream tends to lift north, especially toward June and July. Is the northern where the severe storm threat and also the tornado threat kind of shifts and moves. Get this out, so I'm going to make Stephen's whenever you're holding your camera, your phone. I'm making it full screen right now. So we're watching just off. So there's multiple cameras on Stephen's car. You can see the rain right there from the storm, and Donia has been pummeled by lots of heavy rain along. Look at the rain is significant, and so again, there's no tornado warning right now. There was some decent rotation in that storm. That storm was solidly rotating earlier, and so we were thinking there was the potential, but then there was some more development further off to the south and west.
I think I'm gonna drive north towards it.
Do it.
And then get a closer look.
Do it.
And then.
So we're gonna. Let's see. I'm gonna.
That's interesting.
So we're watching Stephen right here. I kind of switched the cameras, guys, so you can see. We've almost been live for 2 hours. 2 hours.
There's a little teeny tiny funnel up there.
Are you on from your camera? From what show? You've got the dash cam right now, but we might start losing you. Hopefully we don't. Fuzzy, we have Fuzzy in the house. Woo!
How do I see my camera?
Fuzzy. You guys are amazing and awesome.
Jen,
I love you guys.
Jen, put it on my. I'm zoomed in, but I can't see what camera's on. Let me see if I could.
Are you guys? Can we see maybe a funnel? Is that what we're looking at, Mr. Bruker?
Yeah, it's rotating. Hold on. I'm trying to not drive. Let me see if I can stop right here real quick.
Yeah, see if you can pull over and show us.
There was a funnel. Like a teeny tiny one forming. Let me see here.
A teeny tiny baby?
Yeah. Right in there.
Let's see.
I mean,
starting to... So, yeah, looking on the radar, I'm looking on the radar. You guys were watching live the storm. This is in Houstonia. I would say 45, 50 minutes or so has been impacted by some very strong, severe storms with 60-mile-per-hour wind, 1-inch in diameter hail, but also some rotation in these storms. There is a 2% tornado threat by the Storm Prediction Center, and in effect until 9 o'clock local time, Central Time here for Kansas. Oh, yeah, there you are.
You could switch to the dash. I need to drive a little bit.
Okay, so we're watching the radar. Let's bring everyone back into what's going on. So we have We are full screen here on the radar. This is Steven right here. We're going to zoom out a little bit. There's quite a hail core now east of Houstonia. We're getting some good
might take a little.
markings.
Let me just see my road network.
Yeah, so we're watching right here. This storm going like this. Look how it's got the strongest hail core that it's had so far, which means it's likely growing in height, right? So you got a strong updraft, which is keeping the hail just going up and down inside the storm, and coalescing, colliding with others, and so just making larger and larger hailstones. And so that shows that actually maybe the storm is strengthening. I'm going to zoom out really quick because we were watching some outflow boundaries. You can see we are at a boundary here, but just watch all these. See right here, that thin line, that's a boundary too. So watch this really quick. We're going to go back just a little bit of time. Look at the merger of this. So this outflow boundary right here. You can just see how storms have developed and popped up along the outflow boundary. So we'll see the one that's closest to Steven to the south and west, see what that does. But look at that. Like, I don't know. I love watching the merger of cells. And look at over Marshall. These cells merged over Marshall. Remember I was talking about, I drew it on here earlier, that it was going to be right in that area, and it sure was. Significant lighting around Marshall. But the storm that Steven is on, we're going to do this. We're going to clear this out a little bit. Oops. See if I can zoom in. So we got a severe weather statement. Is that just a severe weather statement for 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts and only, a little bit over 3/4 of an inch size hail? So it's not severe warned anymore. I'm kind of surprised by that, to be honest. It's just under likely severe limits. We'll see what happens with the storm. Steven, the storm to your southwest. It may be interesting if you just keep going east, go east. That could be interesting too, because it just adjusted the outflow boundary and is right.
Okay.
Just keep that in mind. It's still like developed. That'll let.
I'm going through a bunch of trees, so I might kind of be cutting out a little.
Yes. Did you freeze?
I'm back.
Steven is driving. It's like we're going around these storms. You know what the funny thing is? A lot of times you're watching the average person drive. Realize we're on the storm, it's amazing, it's awesome, it's all the things. I would still stay on Houstonia for now. I'm just letting you know.
There's like tree damage and
I'm watching.
There was like what is it called? Oh, there's like scoured
There's what?
it looks like there's scoured corn or something too.
Really?
Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me. That was a strong storm and hail.
Oh, it could be hail, yeah. Well, there was a trampoline that was torn apart and thrown super far, too.
And that doesn't surprise me, actually, either. We'll see. I mean, there's a pretty, a stronger hail core now than there was before, which I'm surprised there's only a severe weather statement. Maybe because it's farther away from the radar, but I'm keeping an eye on the storm just to your south and west.
Yeah, I'm going to get close to the core and go east, right into it.
I like it.
Because it's paved, and that looked like something was happening over there, or went through, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got your dash cam is full screen. It's live right now. Brian Olson! Brian is so cool and fun. One of my favorite people. We went to Dallas 2 years ago, met nor'easter. I'm a meteorologist. They're like, oh my God, I always wanted to do that when I was a little kid, or I still do. And I'm like, you get a degree. It's, it's easier now than it's ever been. But sometimes it's a small, like, niche family too. So yeah, and Brayton said a sheer funnel. So it might have been a sheer funnel. It probably was. But yes, and I see Fuzzy. I'm done with this heat. Yes, yes, and yes. It is the dog days of hospital. Brian said, I'm in the hospital going through a lot. Thoughts and prayers appreciated. Oh my God, Brian, I am so sorry that you're in the hospital. Whatever you need, let us know. Everyone, give a prayer to Brian, because I know what that's like. My dad's been sick, had been sick in the hospital for almost 2 months, and so he's stabilizing. He's getting better. We actually did 79% just last week, which we were very lucky to do. So, but Brian, I'm sending you healthy vibes, good vibes. Everyone, give some hearts in the comments for Brian. He's just a great human being, and sometimes you're having your best day and someone else is having their worst day. That's how life is. We're never sometimes we're on the same happiness. Everything's going great. You're having the best day of your life and others are having the worst,
Hey, Jen? Jen, there's it looked like there was snapped power lines to my north.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That was a beauty of a storm right now. Let's take a look. We're going to close this off again. We just got to... now it's severe warrant. I'm surprised. You guys, I don't understand why there was ever a special weather statement. Remember I was talking about that hail core? Thankfully, now they issued a severe thunderstorm warning, because I told you the core was stronger than it's ever been and only in a special weather statement. Now it's got a warning of a 1 and a diameter size hail. So I'm glad they kind of, were like, okay, wait a minute. So yeah, I'm glad they're focused on it. That's some significant hail right there. East of Houstonia, you've got some good hail. And the storm is growing.
Yeah.
You're watching the hail core right now, so watch this. You guys saying it was stronger. Hold on.
Yeah.
Well, it was growing, and now the latest scan has it weakening again. So. the core of the storm. We watched you live in the core of the
really?
storm.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't. We lost you, but now I literally just was checking on you and didn't realize you were popping into the two at the same time.
Yeah, it was just, I mean, it was dumping rain, like flash flooding. You can see it on the side of the roads right now. And there was like some tree, there was a lot of tree debris and stuff, but I didn't, it was so rain wrapped.
And you know what?
There
is a report from the Storm Prediction Center, so it's on there now, of multiple tree limbs down.
Yeah.
So there is some good wind gusts. And Houstonia, I mean, this is the third storm, is about to move in with some heavy rain. It's the weakest of the three,
Yeah.
but I was talking about, like, these storms are all merging onto Columbia, Missouri. So we're going to see, I mean, Columbia, you've got Mizzou meteorology students, they're probably all geeking out right now. You know, I'm wondering what's going on, where everything is going.
I know, I was thinking of dropping south to get into stay out of the rain, and then go east. You like that idea?
Well, south, yeah. So if you want to continue chasing, but you might dive into the core of the southern storm if you dive south. I see you diving south right now. You might dive into the core.
That core's
So if you want to, yeah, okay. So if you want to continue chasing, yes. If you want to get home, hike north and get onto 70. But yeah, we'll see what these storms do. Let me see really.
Here you'll see right here.
It's okay. We're actually looking at the radar right now. We don't even have it up, so it's good. We're looking at the storms for you, so we can just like keep a close eye on everything. So yeah, you're doing good though. Where you are, you're doing really good. I'm not sure if there's anything else much to chase, but you never know. So let me see really on my phone really quick radar as well. Let's see really quickly. Watching it kind of bulge out, tail and charge. God, it's a beast of a storm. Like, Columbia is going to get rocked. I'm going to say Columbia is going to get some good storms. Yeah, it's all going to kind of merge together. So looking at this, we can keep an eye on it. We can keep an eye on it for sure. I like it. Have you chased in this area before, Steven?
I think I may have. I honestly, whoa, Ozzy just rolled down the window himself.
We have you full screen. I saw Ozzy getting excited. Ozzy's like, well, what's happening here?
Stepped on the screen, or the. I gotta child lock the windows, dude.
Oh, Ozzy's so cute. He's just like, what's happening?
Ozzy,
Look at him. Hi, Ozzy. Hi, Ozzy. Ozzy's so cute. Look at him. Oh, he's such a pretty dog. He's a very pretty dog. Look at him. Ozzy is just snuggly. I think he just wants to get on your lap.
I think he does.
Okay, you're not on screen anymore. We've got the radar full screen. So let's take a look for Steven. Again, they highlighted, let's see. Sometimes they have an update with it flashing 1-inch hail. So they reduced it to 1-inch hail. Remember I told you, like, I'm glad they issued a severe thunderstorm warning on it with that hail core. Now they've reduced it to 1-inch hail. A lot of times when it's flashing, it's still within the warning time. Is because that there's an update on that particular warning in cell. So looking at Steven's going to go, it's a little baby cell, barely a core. He's driving south through that right now. So we will see what he'll get a good view. He can drive down to Dresden maybe, and there's the storm to the west. Does anything, but he'll have an opportunity to really drive anywhere, south, farther south, east, or west, or maybe call it a day and drive that he's never driven. But we'll,
Oh, the boundary caught up, huh?
yeah, the boundary. So the boundary kicked off the storm you're driving through right now, and there's one northwest of Noster.
These storms have so much rain. It's great.
Okay, so we lost. Let's see. Oh, there he is. So he's going through the core right now. Look at that. It kind of looks like it's snow. Not gonna lie. It looks like there's a lot of heavy rain falling. So he's driving very. Oh, is that an Emmy? Oh, it is an Emmy. It is an Emmy. You guys, I see you guys are looking at it. It is an Emmy. It is an Emmy. I won for. Let's see, I can lift it up really quick. It is an Emmy. It is an Emmy. So yeah, I got one. I will hopefully have more in the future. But that was for producing, helping co-produce. Sorry, my TikTok's kind of crazy. Co-produce a 30-minute weather special when I was in local TV. So yeah, it is an Emmy. And that was, it's very heavy too. And before the storm, taking action special report. So, yeah, Brayton, you have a good eye on that. And then I have my tornado machine. So if Ozzy doesn't get his tornado, we know this. I've got my tornado machine. So, yeah, Ozzy at least will see a simulated tornado through my. Oh, thank you, Brayton. Thank you. You're so cool and so fun. Look, we got a tornado. It's tornadoing right now. Look, Ozzy got his first tornado. It's so cool, and it's lit up, and it's colorful in many ways. It's exciting. Steven's eating his pizza. It's delicious. He forgets to eat sometimes. But yes, we'll leave the tornado thing right over there. But yeah, thank you, Brain. Brain, you're just awesome. I just want to give you some love. Like, everyone is so fantastic, awesome, wonderful, amazing in every single way. I love all of you guys. Just give like tornadoes, thumbs up, give each other some love, because all of you are absolutely wonderful. Look how fast you're through the core, Stephen. You're very much through the core. So you know what's interesting is, watch this. I'm gonna look at the radar trend really quick. I'm gonna pop this off really quickly. I want to show you guys the radar trend. Look at these little guys right here. We're just along the outflow boundary that's like pushed south now. And so you've got, ready, goes boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, right there. And the storm that Stephen just drove through, and then this one over here, these two were developed along that boundary as well. So the outflow boundary is still diving south, still kicking off some storms. Do we have any rotation? Like, what does anything look like? We are in the largest radar hole ever. So there's nothing significant, but we will see. So Stephen is continuing to drive south, see if there is anything even worth chasing. It may just be viewing gorgeous storms. I wonder if we can get, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to message Dorian. Let's see if we can get Dorian live on here. Let's see. 1, 2. I'm texting you guys. Eventually we'll get my sister on here. I text her at 4:50. It's been 2 hours. Want to jump on the live from your phone? We're seeing who we can get on the live tonight. And then with that said, let's see how Dorian is doing. Dorian is one of the best people. Let's see. Dorian. Hey, Dorian. I want to jump on the live. We're going to send this to Dorian too. So, we will see jump on the live. I actually have some really we're just gonna have random people jump on the live all the time. But let me get so we've got Steven is right here. We'll single pane it for right now.
It's a
you can
pretty
see
storm,
the outflow.
but
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna tornado.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Look at you. You're going down a side road. Whoa. We see it shaky.
So picturesque.
It is picturesque, you guys. Sometimes, even if you don't the goal of chasing is more so for me anyway, is let's just get a beautiful storm. I've seen probably some of the most beautiful structure ever in the panhandle of Texas, and a storm didn't produce a tornado, but it was a supercell. You could see the striations and the different levels of the storm. I mean, it was just beautiful. And it actually did have a wall cloud. Never produced, that is okay, but it was absolutely perfect and wonderful. And you're seeing this live feed right now where Steven's looking at the storm. He's trying to see if he can see anything else right now, but I don't think there's anything in the way of too significant rotation. But anything can happen, you guys, when you're storm chasing. Anything can happen, and that's totally okay. So I'm going to look here really quickly. I'm looking at Columbia right now because Columbia is about to get clobbered. I'm zooming out. There's a tornado warning north and west of Charlotte, so I might zoom in on that really quickly. So this is interesting, guys, and this is even though there is no tornado risk, or there wasn't outlined by the Storm Prediction Center, there can still be tornado warnings outside of that. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm looking at Columbia actually really quickly. There's some areas of rotation. Columbia is going to get hit pretty big. Steven, this is beautiful. Keep it on here. I'm just going to take a briefly look at the tornado warning. Look at this, you guys. Look at the beast. Look at this beast right